Steve Bannon.
Steve Bannon.
Stephen Bannon.
Steve Bannon.
He could be the most influential man in the White House. A New York Times editorial claiming, "We've never witnessed a political aide move as brazenly to consolidate power as Stephen Bannon." The inaugural address was said to have his fingerprints all over it.
This American carnage stops right here and stops right now. It's going to be only America first.
And in an unprecedented move, he's been given an official seat on the National Security Council.
The appointment of Mr. Bannon is something which is a radical departure from any National Security Council in history.
Having somebody like Bannon in the room brings politics into a room where there should be no politics.
Bannon has been President Trump's resident pit bull against the press, telling the media to keep its mouth shut, despite the fact he's a member of the media too. Before coming to run the Trump campaign 3 months before the election, he ran the conservative website Breitbart, which he called a platform for the alt-right. So, who is this man who seems to be calling all the shots in the White House? Born to working-class Democrats in Norfolk, Virginia, Stephen Bannon went to college at Virginia Tech, then on to Georgetown for a master's in foreign policy, and then Harvard Business School. After serving in the Navy, he headed to Goldman Sachs and then ran his own investment firm. It was there that Bannon made a deal that gave him a stake in 5 television shows, including Seinfeld.
Hello. What's that?
Oh, it's just a stupid thing.
Well, I'm sure it's stupid.
That show about nothing made Bannon a boatload, and he never had to work again. But he did. Drawn to politics by Ronald Reagan, he started making films over 10 years ago, like this one about the Tea Party, this one attacking the Occupy movement, and this one all about Sarah Palin. He then helped start Breitbart News to take on not only the Democrats, but the GOP establishment too. Breitbart fed red meat to ravenous conservatives, helping them push out a Republican Speaker of the House for his willingness to work with the Democratic White House. But many thought the outlet simply went too far. But not too far for Donald Trump, who granted Breitbart several interviews during the campaign.
We were telling people at the time, I said, look, this guy is, people are leaning forward in these audiences when he was talking. Of course, we were mocked and ridiculed.
I remember that you looked and you said, boy, those are big crowds you're getting.
Bannon is now the president's senior counselor and chief strategist. And while he's left Breitbart doesn't seem to have left him.
From the immigration order, from the announcement that the White House website would start publicizing crimes from undocumented immigrants, from this seems minor, but the Holocaust memorial statement, which strangely did not mention Jewish Americans or anti-Semitism. These are all hallmarks of the kind of aggressive, populist, white nationalist rhetoric you see on websites like Breitbart.
Regardless of how you feel about Steve Bannon, at least you can say, now I get it.